Hey everyone, thanks for joining tonight's post-game press conference following the 3-0 loss to LAFC. We'll kick off an opening statement with Coach Carnell, followed by questions. So Coach, you've got the floor.
Yeah, good, thanks John. I think the result sucks, the scoreline sucks, but I think the performance really gave me things to give me hope about. And just looking about the way we went at it, we gave guys a run, and I thought those guys came through again. A lot of those players that started the game we created history with, down the stretch, the first 5 games. And for me it was an easy choice to play guys here tonight. And I thought for 70, 71 minutes, and then the randomness of a long ball, a long play, and the quality of an LAFC in transition, they can hurt you, and they certainly did. I think if I look at the stats, 3 goals or three shots on target and 3 goals. So. This was a game finely poised and finely balanced, and unfortunately we lost the critical moments at critical times, and then we see the scoreline at the end of the day. So, I thought we grew as a group together today. We win so many times together, and today we lose together. So we get out of here, after a successful week, I would say, in my opinion. And now we head back home and get prepared for a very important Inter-Miami match on Saturday.
Thanks, Coach. We'll go to questions first. Santiago.
Bradley, good evening. One of the guys who got his first start today was John Bell. Did you like what you saw from him during the 70 minutes he played today?
Yeah, I did. I mean, John Bell has been, ramping up his performance, training really hard, just being a great teammate. And, today was a perfect opportunity to get him some minutes and get him some game time. And, his legs started to fade and fatigue a little bit down the stretch there. So we knew this wouldn't be a game, a 90-minute game for JB. Definitely not, based on the physical output. And he's a sprinter type of athlete. He uses up a different kind of energy. So we just had to mitigate, putting JB at harm. But I thought for the most part he can hold his head higher because to come into this environment and to play the way he did everything that we asked, and we respect him for that. And can't say anything more about JB. He did great.
Next we'll go to Tom Timmerman.
Brad, you talked about just the game changers that LAFC has, and I think we probably saw that tonight. We're feeling pretty good about how things were looking there, in that point in the game.
Yeah, really good. Really good, and we get to a point where we can get Edu on the field, and I mean, these are big moments for us as a club to now bring in Edu back. We saw glimpses of what he can do, and the type of quality he has. Obviously we were hoping for a different progression for the last 20 minutes, but unfortunately we can't stare into the crystal ball. And listen, I mean, I just really a good solid 71 minutes, and like we said, the randomness of a long ball in transition just caught us a little bit napping at the back. But it's all right. I hold my head up high to these guys. I take my hat off to them. They empty the tank every single day for me, and I couldn't ask for more. They gave me exactly what I thought the game would give us, and they came through. Unfortunately, we just couldn't hang on there till the end.
Is there an inherent risk to changing the whole back line at once?
I don't see so. I mean, we changed the whole back line, or we changed a bunch of players against San Jose. We've done it so many times, and we've been rewarded so many times. So, I definitely won't buy that narrative. Everyone's, created history, like I said in the opening statement. We've got these guys and we've got these players, and, I take every bit of responsibility here for these guys, and, I'll protect these guys because they've done exactly their job and they've done exactly what I needed here today. And unfortunately, we couldn't just reward ourselves for the final stretch, towards the end of the game.
Next we'll go to Matt Baker.
Hey, Coach, this seemed like it had a little bit of a reminiscent quality to the Seattle Sounders match, where in that match, the formation changed, but you held strong for 60 or so minutes. In this game, the personnel changed, you held strong for 70-plus minutes. Do you see anything to either of those similarities, or do you view them as completely different instances?
Yeah, I see growth. I see growth from a group. You cannot only grow when you succeed, you have to grow when you fail as well, right? You find ways to bounce back, and you find ways to get back on track, and you find ways to be successful. I think if you look post-Seattle, we've been pretty successful. So, thinking how we've grew now as a group, also in times of adversity, also in times of, a bad result. I mean, bad result, is this a bad result losing to LAFC? I mean, away from home, a short rest, like with a big travel. I don't see this as a big failure.
Go back to Tom.
There were a few chances. Ulm was really dangerous. It seemed in the first half, but in a case where you need to get one of those goals to go in. There weren't a whole lot of chances, but you needed to get one of those to go in somewhere.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot of chances on both ends. I think if you look at the stats, I think it's their 11 shots, our 9, their 3 shots on target, our 2. Their 3 goals, we weren't fortunate enough to get on the goal scoring sheet here, but I think fouls were comparable. Everything just about as comparable as you would expect in a tight, good game with 2 good opponents. So I mean, we've earned the right to compete against teams like this in the league, and we can hold our heads higher.
Obviously, you'll have to see how Löwen bounces back off of this, but to get those minutes from him, a progression for what he can do on Saturday, the next time out?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, Saturday comes around really quickly, right? So, I mean, he's done the travel, he's had the right treatment, he's had the right routines, and now he's getting some minutes. So, obviously, a 20-minute is quite a bit of volume for him after a couple of weeks out here. So, yeah, we'll only make those decisions come Friday of what the progressions will be, but there will hopefully be progressions.
Well, when you look at the conference standings, it looks like it's going to be everything. Seattle loses. It's a tight bunch now. Just looks like it's going to be a tight race the whole rest of the way.
Yeah, listen, I mean, I don't really look at the log too much right now. We look forwards, and if we can get points going forwards, we'll be in a good space. So our focus turns now to Saturday against Inter Miami. And we've been pretty good at home, so it's up to us now to get back and prepare and regen in the right ways, and sleep in the right ways, and eat in the right ways, and be ready for Saturday, because Saturday is a new day and a new game, and for us to be good at what we do at City Park.
We got time for 2 more. We'll go back to Matt Baker.
Hey, Coach. After Klaus went down, Indiana Vasilev slid into the number 10 role pretty successfully. When Edu Löwen subbed in, it seemed like you put him in that role and kept Indy further back with Eduard Löwen. Is there anything to that as far as an indication going forward of where you see Edu slotting in, or was this just tactically against LAFC?
No, I mean, Indy wasn't playing 10 the whole night. Indy was a double 6 the whole night. So Eduard Löwen and Indy were the double 6s. We had 2 10s with Celio Pompeu and Rasmus Alm and Thomas Ostrijk and Gioacchini up front. With and without the ball, we had 2 different phases of play, which meant 2 different formations. And then, Rasmus's legs went pretty early, and we had to get Rasmus out. And then, to bring Edu in, it was a good opportunity to put him in 10. And then progress him further deeper down to the 6. So, just to try and now mitigate the game. And Celio, unfortunately, also got a bit of cramp at the end. He put in a ton of work. So, I didn't really calculate that that Celio would not last the game. So that helped. We had to be a little bit spontaneous with regards to Celio and the changes thereafter.
I don't see any other hands. Give one last go. All good. Coach, thank you for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Thanks, John.
That's great. See you
Thanks,
later.
Tom. See you, Tom.
Hey everyone, we've got Edu Löwen here. Go ahead, Tom. You're on mute.
Okay, well, welcome back. If I find it works better when I unmute myself. How did it feel to be back out there?
Yeah, obviously it felt great for sure. I'm very happy that I could be back, and had a quick recovery, but of course, obviously, there are better games to come back like that, so that was a little bit of a bummer, but I'm still happy.
What was the recovery like for you? How hard was it?
Yeah, mentally it's always a little bit tough for sure, because you just want to be back playing, and I think I was in a good shape, and you kind of lose a little bit again and have to gain your confidence back again. But as I said, I really can't complain. I think it was thank God, a really, really quick recovery. So it's still good.
They got those, that goal they get that breaks it open is just a couple really good passes. What did you see happening on that to get them their first goal?
Yeah, I think the first goal was a little bit surprising. I don't think that assist was planned like that. Just smashed the ball away, and we weren't prepared. And then Vela has a good, strikes the ball very well. Roman can't do anything. Yeah, second goal. I don't know. We can say they played it well for sure as well. Also the third goal, a couple of passes, and we were done. So I think they made it good, but in the end of the day, we're gonna watch the video and gonna prepare for Saturday what we can do better.
What do you take out of a game like this against the defending champions, and even if LAFC is struggling, one of the best teams in the league?
Yeah, for sure. I think they are, and I think we made a very good game. In the end we were a little bit off, and I don't know, lost the game kind of like in 20-25 minutes. But I think until then LAFC didn't had a lot of chances. We neither, but I think till, I don't know, to a certain point 0-0 would be okay. But then in the end we concede 3 goals, and it seems like LAFC was the way better team. But to be honest, they just used their couple chances very well in the end.
We'll go to Matt Baker.
Edu, you don't get a chance often to sit on the bench and then sub in a game later on. What did you see from your teammates before you came on the field versus, I guess, how the game flow was once you were on the field?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I have to give a lot of credit to the guys, because it was a completely mixed team, a different team. We never played like that. JB came in, John Bell. So I think he did a great job not playing for a long time. Was it his first starting game in the starting 11? I think he did great. As I said, LAFC rarely found space and chances to create something. So I think the boys did a really, really good job here in LA, and obviously it's a tough place to play, so I think the guys did really well.
We got time for 2 more. We'll go back to Tom.
Edu, not to test your memory, but when you guys went to Seattle, the other best team in the West, and lost there 3-0, but again, it was kind of a similar thing, 3 late goals. Really, I don't know how well you remember that game, but are there any similarities between that one and the loss at Seattle?
Yeah, I think you could say so. Yeah, I think that's comparable. Was kind of a similar game, and similar end. So of course it's a little bit frustrating, because we did a great job for such a long time, and then we concede 3 goals kind of out of nowhere. But it is what it is, and as I said, on Saturday we have a new game, and we'll forget about this game very quickly.
And obviously the game has just ended, but how do you feel? Do you feel good to go again on Saturday and play even more minutes?
Yeah, I mean that's the plan, and so far I feel pretty good. I don't have any pain, and I really hope that it's gonna stay that way. And for sure, I'm looking forward to that game, especially in our own stadium in front of our own fans. I'm very excited very excited about that game for sure.
Had you had anything like this before? Any similar quad injuries?
Yeah, I did in the past. Unfortunately, that's part of the job.
Edu,
But you knew what you were getting into.
Again?
You knew what you were getting into on getting back in?
Yeah, I knew it. I have a lot of experience with that, but it's never easy. It's always kind of like, as I said, you have to work your way back to it again, and gain confidence again. But I just have to be patient and go from game to game and training to training.
Tom,
Thank you, Edu. Welcome back.
Tom, any more?
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Edu. Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, guys.